Okay, I've got Telsey's drawing here. So this is from yesterday. One tiny issue is that you're sketching with a really dark shade, and that's really gonna ruin your sketch for you because it's gonna make things dark too soon, and you don't want that. You want things at a nice, good level, so that when you do apply darks, you apply them in effectively. And that's the #1 rule of this class. Make sure you don't go too dark too soon. There's many #1 rules really, but okay, so now that you have that, you have all the shades brought down, you can play around with the shade of the face. Remember, don't go too dark. Make sure you're going at a good level. Why did the doctor's office call back? I already booked my appointment, you sons of preachers. Teen rage. Okay, I'm going to lighten up the area behind the face. And I'm going to try to get the face shade the same all around. And shade it accordingly. Thank you, baby. Oh my god, I just swallowed a piece of ice. Oh my god. Sorry. Yeah, don't go too light too fast either. Get a good hold over the base and then jump from there. Okay, and now that we're darkening this area here, we're not really making it dark. What we're doing is we're giving it one solid texture so that it can be differentiated from the background. And when we do that, we're going to find out where to put everything else. But right now everything is, different shades all over the place. You need to really clean up this the values so you can get the shade that you want. And you can get the shape that you want, not the shade. Okay, I'm going to place some light in there. Remember, don't draw in the laugh line, shade it in. Okay. It's okay, I'm sorry if I'm really weird today. I'm also going to give the hair a bit more of less of a gelled look. Things seem to be very stiff hair-wise. I'm not really sure why, but... So what I'm doing is just using one size brush to get the basic form of the hair. I used one shade across the face to get the face organized a little bit. Here you're using an extreme white. It shouldn't be used this early. I'm going to unify the shade of the body with the shade of the face. Just a touch. And then now that everything is the same level, look what happened, Telsey. Things are easier to control. Things are not out of control anymore. Things are sort of making sense now, because before, if we can just take a look at it from before, you can see how messy things were. They were all over the place. Things were dark where they shouldn't have been dark. The face was barely, you can barely see where the face was. And different artists have different styles, of course, but now we can start darkening the areas that can really go dark. And darken all these important areas here. I have a really bad habit of doing really dark light really fast. Yeah, that's something that you have to break. And that's something you learn now, You just learned that, now you're going to start using it. This class is supposed to make you discover things about your habits in art and how to break them. So that's the point. You're supposed to learn where your weaknesses are and work from there. That's fine to make mistakes. That's how you learn. You're supposed to. You have no option. You have to. You have to make mistakes or else you're not going to learn. Okay, now I'm going to use some darks, to just a bit, to find some form in the hair. Maybe in the roots, everything is a bit darker there. Keep things, you see these areas where the hair meets? Here and here. I'm going to keep this light to show where the scalp is. And that'll create a convincing hairline right here and here. Do you see that? How that looks very realistic? And it's these tiny little things that you're supposed to learn, and you can learn them if you just practice it. And trust me when I tell you, the more critiques you give, the more you're going to get back. So give critiques for people too. Observe their works. To try to see where their mistakes are so that you can see it yourself. It's going to be like looking at yourself. You're going to say, oh, do I do that? Do I not do that? Okay, I'm going to darken this area of the hair right here. Do you see how we're slowly developing a beautiful hairline? Keeping the brush large at times, smaller at times. Making sure that you have very standard approach. I'm going to get the dodge, and I'm going to lighten up these areas here. And then we'll jump into, you're working with 3 tones, but they're all extremely close together. They're supposed to be close together, hun. When you go really dark, that's when things are really dark. But in a room, all the tones are close together because the light controls all the values in the room. And the room here, where she is controlling all the values. And so what we're going to get is values that are close together. When you never have anywhere in the world values that are extremely separated, unless you're right directly under the sun, and I don't know what the situation is, and there's a black shirt. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna add in some lashes. And a little bit of darkness here. A little bit of shadow. Did you watch the videos like I told you for the class? You're going to learn why I do certain things to the lips. Like on either side of the lip I place a nice bit of light to help make the lips look a little bit more plump. I'm going to get some light from here and use it on the face as well. And you have the area under her eye is extremely wrinkly. It doesn't match her age, so soften that up a little bit with some light. Bring in some light here, place it on her eye. Not really outlining, I'm just trying to get the shadow there, and then I can overlap it. Okay, alright, that's good. And then now that things are all the same value, I'm just going to go in and shadow up the areas that really can be shadowed up. So, all these areas here. I'm going to try to get the shoulders back in. Remember how you drew the shoulders? You really just shaded them in. All you need is just one shade. One shade of white, and then paint it in an opacity. And that's pretty much all you'll need. Not sure what I'm doing with this hair here, but I don't know, I'm just trying to follow the outline you made. There's so many videos I've made about how to make a face from the side, and there's really so many. You're not gonna get. There's an answer for everything. If I'm not around, you guys can just take a look at the videos. Look through one video. I practically talk about everything in one video. I usually repeat, repeat, repeat. Repetition is very important. It's the key. Yes. Okay. Alright, and that's a bit more better. More better. But you know what I mean. Before, after. And this is how you render stuff. It's really not hard because I did it in front of you. I didn't use hocus pocus. Things are very, very basic. I talk about the stuff I always teach in class. What else can I say? Same practices, same rules, same form stuff. Don't use black too soon. Give your picture a chance to breathe before you throw in some black. You see how little black we've used, Chelsea? But look at how effective it is. It's really revealed the form completely. Okay? Thank you for linking that, Enigma. Sorry, drinking water. So don't underestimate the power of not using black. So actually overestimate the power of black and be cautious of it. Overestimate the power of white and be cautious of it. It's not your friend when you paint. Imagine it like this, and Chelsea. You bought a whole bunch of colors from the store. You bought red, you bought blue, and you bought yellow. Okay, that's not a whole bunch, but you know how to mix them together to make other colors. So you know how to get green, you know how to get purple, you know how to get orange. But the store, for some reason, they ran out of the black and the white, and they have 1 tiny ounce of black and 1 tiny ounce of white. Now, if you're a professional, you say, oh man, this is more than enough. If you're a non-professional, if you're a beginner, you say, oh my god, I need more black. Noobs, sorry, I'm going to say that word, and I hate that word so much. I hate the word noob because people are assholes when they use it. But beginners, noobs, think they need black. Think they need all the black, and think they need more black than they do yellow, or they do orange, or blue, or red. Realize that you don't need that much black, and equally, they think they need all the white. And that's why people avoid watercoloring, because they can't get a pure black and a pure white. And that's why I love watercoloring, because it's you can't get those shades. They're so dark, you have to get an ink or a gouache on top. That really gives you a chance to reveal form. Form doesn't need black or white. Form needs values. It needs shades. So you shouldn't use that much black. I know, extreme. I'm so sorry. I never use it for starting artists either. But I just get mad because I say, please don't use that much black, you guys. And it's okay for Chelsea because it's her first time here, and that's fine. But there are some people that use black constantly, and I tell them, please avoid it. It's only going to destroy your work. It's going to not give you a chance to discover the form. Remember, Chelsea, all you need are 50 shades of gray. I'm joking. I'm joking. All you need is just some gray, shades of gray, okay? You don't need black or white. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. It does matter. It does matter if you're black or white. It has everything to do with that in the art world. I'm joking. I'm joking, Niall. It doesn't matter, I promise. Yeah, we're treading on dangerous waters now. But that's it.